What's going on, everybody? This is Ryan A. Polk, and welcome to the wrap up. And today I'm going to review Disney's newest movie, Wish, which features the voice talents of Ariana DeBose or I think that's how you say her last name, or DeBose, and Chris Pine. And in this movie, you got this girl who wished upon a star, and one of the stars ended up coming to life, very happy, jittery, bubbly, and ends up befriending her. And then comes to find out that she's also facing with some dark forces in the kingdom that she lives in. And I can see why this movie has been getting some mixed reviews. I mean, I wouldn't say it's one of Disney's best movies, but also wouldn't say it's one of its worst. It's definitely in the middle. It's 50-50. But when I saw the trailer for it, it did look interesting. I'm not gonna lie. And it would also, and one of the things that interested me was the 2D animation, which was something that I really did like about the movie, by the way. But the storyline, it's kind of flaky, and it kind of didn't really make no sense. I mean, it may not be what you think it is when you think of the title Wish, but I'm not gonna spoil it because that's not what I do here on the wrap up. It's just in my opinion, the storyline didn't actually pan out like how I thought it would. And this, in this movie, I mean, I almost want to say that it probably could have been one of those direct to DVD ones, but it came into the theaters, and this movie, it's one thing I did like about the movie. I like the villain. Now the villain, his name is Magnifico, and he is voiced by Chris Pine. He is he's the king of the kingdom, and pretty much the man behind the dark forces. And I really did like him, because for the first time I would say that Disney actually kind of had a somewhat like badass villain in a while. I mean, lately the Disney villains haven't really been all that badass and somewhat dark, but this one, he was kind of close to it. And and I did like, there was two songs I did like in the movie. One of the songs was by the villain, and I also did like the song Wish that was sung by the main character. Well, actually, no, it was three songs I liked by the movie. It was three songs I liked by the movie, and three songs I did like in the movie. But Wish, and the song that was sung by the villain, which is called This Is Thanks I Get, did like those two songs the most. And the storyline, although it was flaky, it wasn't too bad, but the movie definitely could have been better. It really could have been better. And I did like the 2D animation, and I liked the villain. Those were really the only two things I had to say I really did like about the movie. And judging by how the way it ended, could a sequel be made? Maybe not. And if there was to make a sequel, then hopefully that sequel, I can see that sequel being just going to direct to Disney Plus or something like that. But yeah, if you're a fan of Disney movies, then I don't know, you may be somewhat a little bit disappointed with it, or you may not. If you're a fan of musicals, then I think you will like it, because it is a lot of singing in it. It is a lot of singing. But the 2D animation was just incredible, and I really, really hope that they bring that back in some of the Disney movies, because that animation is nice. And and the movie, I don't know if it did flop at the box office, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did. So yeah, Wish, yeah, that's really all I really got to say about it. I was sipping on a few shots. I was sipping on a few shots before I had, we were sipping on a few shots while watching the movie, and I'm glad we did, because it kind of made it a little bit more enjoyable. But when it does come on Disney Plus, I probably might look at some parts of it again if I'm just bored. But yeah. So, for Wish's grade, I would give Wish I'll give it a C+. Give it a C+ mainly because of the animation and because of the villain. And for some of the songs, too. That's the only reason why I would give it a C+. Oh, and I like the end credits, too. The end credits is really good. So, the end credits is dope. So that's why I'll give it a C+. And out of 5 stars, I would give Wish 2. Give it 2 out of 5 stars. So, should you go see it at the movie theater, or should you wait for this thing to go to the Redbox or the Disney Plus? I think you should wait for it to go to Disney Plus or to the Redbox, because yeah, it just could have been better. So until then, this is Ryan A. Polk with the wrap up. If you like this video, hit like. Feel free to comment below what you thought about this review or the movie if you have seen it. And if you want to see more reviews from me, hit that subscribe